Think you know nature? Think again. Today we're uncovering the top 10 weirdest reproductive superpowers in the animal kingdom. The most bizarre mating behaviours that'll blow your mind. I'm Sticky Nick. Let's jump straight in. At number 10 we have the Banana Slug, a slimy little critter with one of the most outrageous mating strategies you'll ever hear. Buckle up because this one gets wild. During mating, these guys can get so entangled that sometimes their reproductive parts literally get stuck. And here's where it gets even weirder. They've been known to practice apophylation. Yup, if they can't separate, one slug will just chew off the other's penis. It's like the most dramatic breakup you can imagine. If I can't have it, no one will. Picture this, a candlelit dinner date going so wild the only solution is biting off your tackle to be able to get away. And they still keep on living and mating even after that. The reason for this wild behaviour is practical. Banana slugs are hermaphrodites, meaning that they have male and female reproductive organs and they need a way to ensure future reproduction without getting permanently stuck. So who wins the award for the strangest love life? Drop a comment if you think biting off your mate's bits is dedication taken way too far. Imagine a Star Wars-style duel, but instead of lightsabers, these flatworms are wielding their penises like Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker. The goal? To stab the other flatworm and inject sperm, because the winner gets to be the dad and the loser ends up as mum. It's like the most twisted version of May the Best Man Win, with a lot more stabbing and a whole lot more awkward consequences. Here's why. Flatworms are hermaphrodites too, which means they have both male and female organs. By winning this bizarre duel, they avoid the energy costs of being pregnant. It's like a weird underwater game show. Who wants to not be the mum? So, who do you think would win in a round of penis fencing, you or your best friend? Comment below if you're feeling confident. At number 8 we have the anglerfish. This deep-sea dweller takes till death do us part to a whole new level. Male anglerfish are tiny compared to females, and once they find a mate, they latch onto her forever. The male bites into the female's side, fusing his body with hers. His eyes, fins, and most of his organs waste away until he's practically just a pair of gonads providing sperm on demand whenever the female needs it. Imagine your boyfriend moving in, refusing to leave, and then actually becoming a part of your body permanently. Forget clingy, this is straight-up parasitic love. Dude's not just staying for breakfast, he's making your ribcage his forever bachelor pad. Would you be down for that level of commitment? Let me know in the comments. Number 7 is the red-sided garter snake. Imagine hundreds of snakes writhing together in a giant ball. That's exactly what happens during their mating season. It's a giant snake orgy, or as scientists call it, a mating ball. Males gather by the hundreds to compete for a single female, forming a huge squirming mass of bodies. It's like Black Friday, but instead of flat-screen TVs, everyone's fighting for a mate. Some males even release female pheromones to trick other males into thinking they're female, creating decoys to get a better shot at the actual females. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is. Number 6 is the Sea Hare. These marine mollusks are known for their unusual group mating rituals, sometimes involving dozens of sea hares in a giant chain. During these mass events, they're all getting busy at the same time, switching between male and female roles. The ultimate swingers party, eh? Where everyone's invited and nobody leaves unsatisfied. No partner, no problem. Everyone's got a role to play and everyone gets lucky. And here's where it gets even weirder. Sea hares can release a cloud of purple ink that acts as a love potion, drawing more sea hares into the action. It's like a nightclub smoke machine from the 80s, but it gets everyone in the mood. Ever been to a party this wild? Comment below if you think sea hares have got it going on. Number 5. Brace yourselves, folks. This is the bedbug. This little critter uses a reproductive method called traumatic insemination, and it's as uncomfortable as it sounds. The male bedbug bypasses the usual channels and pierces the female's abdomen to inject his sperm directly into her body cavity. It's a reproductive shortcut, but it's also a bit of a biological horror story. Imagine swiping right on Tinder, and instead of dinner, your date shows up with a needle and goes, "Let's get straight to it." Yeah, not exactly the romantic night you had in mind, unless you're into nightmare fuel. At number 4 we have the Whiptail Lizard. Forget males entirely, these lizards reproduce by cloning themselves. It's all female all the time. Through a process called parthenogenesis, female Whiptail lizards lay eggs that are genetic clones of themselves. No males required, just one lizard, getting it done solo. They even engage in fake mating with other females to trigger ovulation. Imagine needing no one and making it work anyway. It's like evolution took one look at the drama of dating and said, nah, we're done with this crap. No ghosting, no cheating, no bad breakups, just instant cloning hassle-free. Forget swiping right, these lizards are cutting out the middleman entirely. Honestly, if you've ever endured a date that made you question humanity, you'll get it. Imagine skipping the endless games and just making your own mini-you instead. Sounds a lot better than dealing with another toxic ex, right? If you could clone yourself instead of dealing with relationships, would you do it? Let me know in the comments. Number 3. The honeybee drone. The male honeybee's sole purpose is to mate with the queen, but there's a catch. They die immediately after. During mating, the male's endophallus basically explodes and he dies right afterwards. It's a one-way trip with no return ticket. Talk about giving your all for the colony. It's the ultimate wham-bam thanks for nothing, ma'am. Imagine your entire existence building up to one wild day and then boom, you explode, quite literally, and it's game over. No dinner, no afterglow, just a fireworks finale and lights out. Honeybees don't just go big or go home, they go big and then go straight into the afterlife. Number 2 is the octopus. For the female octopus, motherhood is an all-or-nothing game. After laying her eggs, she stops eating and devotes her entire life to protecting them until she eventually dies. The female octopus will garter eggs for months, never leaving until the eggs hatch. By the time her babies are born, she's so weak she inevitably dies. It's the ultimate act of sacrifice. Imagine loving your kid so much that you skip every meal, every nap, every break, until you literally drop dead. That's octopus motherhood in a nutshell. Forget stressing about college tuition or bedtime tantrums, these mums aren't even planning on surviving until the kids hatch. It's the kind of parental dedication that makes helicopter parenting look like a vacation. Would you be willing to go all in like this? Let me know in the comments. And finally, at number 1 we have the marsupial mouse, also known as the Antechinus. This little guy has a mating ritual so intense it's practically a death sentence. During mating season, the male Antechinus goes on a non-stop mating spree that lasts up to 14 hours at a time without food, without rest, just pure stamina. The stress of mating for hours on end causes the male's immune system to collapse. By the time the mating season ends, the males are so worn out that they literally drop dead. It's survival of the fittest in the most brutal way, mate or die trying. Imagine if your dating life was so intense that it killed you. Forget Netflix and chill, this guy's more like mate till you croak. The Antechinus doesn't just die for love, it goes out in a blaze of unrestrained passion and a lot of exhaustion. It's nature's way of saying if you're gonna go out with a bang. That's it folks, 10 of the wildest, weirdest reproductive superpowers in the animal kingdom. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell if you want more mind-blowing and jaw-droppingly weird facts coming your way. Stay weird, stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next one.